was dead when I got there.
That's one way to start a video. Hello guys, Unoraptormon here, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas, yada yada yada, you know, whole spiel. We're back at the Lucky 38, but I didn't see this coming, I'll admit. I think you guys can see her.
It pays like ass, but it's hard to get other work with my skill set. What do you want to know? Good question. These days, it's hard to say. Once upon a time, it was about technology, controlling it so it couldn't destroy us again. Energy weapons and power armor are usually tops on our list, although I appreciate anything that's vintage. But that all seems so limited now. We haven't grown or adapted, and now we're stuck in a hole, not carrying out our mission. More sexual favors than I can even count. I am still tired from it. No, actually, you're born into it. My parents, their parents, so on. When you're young, you can choose to leave, but it's home, so most people don't. We don't take on new members, really. You can do the math on our long-term prospects based on that point. I keep hoping we'll change that.
The same thing for the Shakers.
I'm a procurement specialist. Like I said, it's basically grocery shopping, except sometimes the groceries are scavenged parts and arcane technology. The elder who brought us to the Mojave, Father Elijah, usually had me looking for these old memory units, but he'd never tell me what they were for. Nowadays, I'm usually sent to do business with traders at places like the 188, but sometimes I think it's just to keep me out of everyone's hair.
Yep.
I know sometimes I sound like I don't. I know. But there's something that still rings true to me about our code. There's an honor to it. We're protecting people. Even if it's from themselves, it's a good cause. We just lose sight of the big picture sometimes, treat all our practices with the same sacredness. Ah, the Codex. If it's in there, we have to abide it. If it's not not important. It documents our history, too. Part of what scribes like me do is update it. I wonder... Nah, they'd probably catch it if I rewrote the Founder's Axioms. No. We only protect people from themselves, and only in the sense that we don't let them have the really good pre-war toys. And sometimes it's more like we protect ourselves from them and hope to outlive them and become humanity's sole heirs. We've had people go rogue, though, and start helping people. One chapter had a small civil war over it. We take our isolationism seriously.
Not always a regress thing.
He was our elder when we came east. A wizard with technology, really. His mind just worked that way, naturally. I learned a lot from him. But he started having disagreements with the other elders. The Brotherhood's interest is in old technology. He wanted to explore developing new tech. And there were other ways he wanted to push, other weapons, ones with ethics questions attached. Rather than deal with him, they sent him east.
Well then. Alright.
Darn it! I had some spectacular answers coming, too. This better not be about the meaning of life. Yeah, it's not for poker. I've never seen anything quite like it, but I can tell you it looks like it was fabricated before the war, and not at a mint. Some kind of tech. I'm gonna say mid-2200s. Hold on to it. Might be your lucky chip.
Yeah.
Well, when two people really love each other, you really don't know this stuff yet? Sure, he's one of the hotel managers on the Strip. He comes up in the news now and then. Him and the other chairman run the Tops. It's one of the nicer hotels. Or so I hear. Elder McNamara wouldn't shell out for a passport for me, so I've actually never been to the Strip. Why do people get so cheap when they get old?
'Cause they know better.
Ooh, do I get a prize if I answer right?
You are tabby too chipper.
Yep, it's your typical city layout. Rich people in a gated community surrounded by extreme poverty. House gave the area around the Strip to the locals, but he has no interest in it, so he ignores it entirely. It just needs new management. I'd love to see the Brotherhood do it, but since the Codex doesn't say clean up Freeside, no one listens to me. Bunch of sticklers. I was told we wouldn't be tested on this. I'm worried they'll be the death of the Brotherhood. They take what they want. We defend our interests to the death. But there's a handful of us and tens or hundreds of thousands of them. So it's not going to end well.
You'd be surprised.
Last time we clashed, we lost a lot of people. Retreated to our bunker. Now we're afraid to even move around during the day.
Okay.
A lifetime supply of Fancy Lad snack cakes, revenge against my enemies, and world peace. In that order. Silliest dressed band of raping, slaving marauders you'll see east of California. I'll say that. Where's that touch of old world class? Although, I hear the soldiers mount each other as much as they mount their women, so maybe they did keep a little something from the Empire. No such privilege for the women, though. Figures. So, to answer your question, they're a bunch of hypocritical jerkwads. It's a word. I was young and I needed the money.
Oh my gosh.
Let's.
Ma'am, you are a hoot.
What's up? Why does everyone always say that? Nice! Can I order room service?
Is Miss Lily still standing in the... Where's Lily? I'm taking you
What's up?
with me. But... Where's Lily? Or can there only be a certain number of people in here? I'm guessing there can only be a certain number of people in here. Because... Yeah, Lily's gone.
What's up? There's something about that robot that doesn't seem all right to me. I'm not saying we shouldn't take it with us. I'm just saying that if it were to fall into Lake Mead and be irreparably damaged, and if you threw an EMP grenade in after it, well, there are worse things happening in the world, right?
Good grief, ass. You are an asshole.
See you
sir.
around.
Or you can be. But you're a hell of a shot. Alright, so what's the last person I'm looking for? Let's see, got Rex, got Eddie, got Veronica, Raul, Tabitha. Okay. Well, I need to head to Black Mountain, so here we go. Let's see, it was out here somewhere. There it is. Okay. So, the place I want to go is... No. Yeah, oh, fuck. Man. Let's try from Solo. Yeah, that was not gonna end well. This way. Right. We have a problem here. I'm feeling that's like Deathclaw territory around there. Not really looking forward to this. that's a super mutant. They're good. I wonder what's that way. Probably should have brought Lily.
This is a dangerous place, human, especially for your kind. I suggest you turn back. There's nothing good waiting for you further on. You must have heard her radio broadcasts. Though why a human would follow her invitation here is beyond me, unless you didn't listen very closely. The voice on the radio belongs to Tabitha, the supreme commander of Black Mountain, or as she calls it, the state of Utopia. She took control of this place almost 2 years ago. The super mutants here do whatever she says, and she says humans are to be killed on sight.
You're not gonna kill me, are you?
Help would improve the odds. Help might just make the difference.
Crazy.
All right, if you're good enough at what you do to meet me in the village up near the peak, we can talk further. I'll have a plan by the time I see you, if I see you. Good luck. It's gonna be a lot harder for you to get up there than it will be for me.
Okay, well. Alright, so what do I want to do? Well, I don't know which one it is that I need to go to. In the village near the summit. Probably there. No. Shoot! Ah, door this riot shotgun. That's useless. What about you? Light machine gun? Okay. What do you got? Well, it's curved roads no matter what, so it's hard. Hello, out of nowhere. Note to self, pay attention. Take the frag grenade, but I'm getting closer to level 46. The fuck? The fuck was that? Jeez. Why wouldn't there be any here? One moment. I'm gonna heal up. Excuse me. Anything? That should be enough. Oh yeah, that was way more than enough. You're an enemy. Well, shoot.
My leg!
Oh, well, crap. We're dead. Jeez. Talk about shooting fish in a barrel. Damn. Okay, I need to do something about this. One. I need... X. Yeah. So, that sounded splendid.
Aha!
Are you in here? Maybe. Guess not. Huh? Where'd that come from? Ah, you're the one I'm looking for.
A pleasant surprise to see you made it. I'm ready to get started if you are. Here's the plan. The gate to Tabitha's compound is guarded by several Nightkin, all of them using devices that make them invisible. I'm going to draw them away from the gate by telling them I spotted an intruder in the village. Then you slip in. Yes. So try to stay out of sight, because they'll be coming this way. I've done what I can. The rest is up to you, human.
Okay, well, I need to do some healing, because I clearly wasn't paying attention. Okay, everything's healed. Definitely makes this a shit ton easier. Holy fuck. That's a fucking sniper? Okay, I need to change this here. Because a shotgun ain't gonna do shit. Okay. So, where's Raul in all this? Oh, goody. You're both here. Right. Ah! Darn it. Ooh. Let's MacGyver this shit. Alright. Well then. Let's take a look at the note, shall we? Missile launcher, missiles, bricks, frags, super stam ammo. Okay. Well then. Find shit, but I don't think they're gonna help me. I can't get anything. What was that? Okay. Table, nameplate.
Hello. Could you please direct me to Mistress Tabitha?
Why?
Nevertheless, I must find her. So I'll just tag along with you for a bit until I pick up a trail. I wonder what Mistress Tabitha has been doing with herself during my convalescence. Of course, of course. Don't let me keep you.
grenade. Ugh. Ooh, bobby pin. I'll take the bobby pin. Low ammunition. But that was actually fairly smart. Hurt part a little bit. Everything requires it.
Rhonda? Is that you?
Oh
It is, Mistress Tabitha. How I've missed you so. This stranger here fixed me up right as rain. Is she a friend of yours?
Oh fuck.
I don't know how to thank you for bringing Rhonda back to me, stranger. Here, take this. I won't be needing it anymore.
Joy.
No, of course not. I don't know what I'm gonna do now with Rhonda back.
Mistress Tabitha, we should be heading off. Our journey has been much delayed, but we can catch up if we hurry. Come along now.
Yes, Rhonda.
The fuck just happened? Okay. Alright. I guess that's one way to resolve the issue. Let's get some fucking input. Alright, so now we gotta find Raul. He's a ghoul, but I found that I can stand normal ones. I can't stand feral ones. Pointless things to do here. Once we start keeping a log. Step signal terminals. Use them for caravan. Forward minor maintenance. I know she would have killed Miss Edward. Let's just see the look on her face. The scar across his face. The mom taking the collie cuddles. Alright, hold on that. Thought he was gonna kill me. Okay. This when they caught me. In the next room, whenever I'm not working on something. Oh, fixed a toaster. Ew. Ah! Not to hear about this damn car anymore. Oh, jeez. My safety. She insisted that I change the lock on my door to acquire a password. I heard to regret her fixing those. Anyone who cares will ever read this. That's useful. And you're the one I'm looking for. Aloha.
Took you long enough, so can I go now? Sorry. I assumed the only reason you'd fight past a horde of super mutants and pick the lock on my cell is if you heard my cry for help on the radio. But maybe you're just sightseeing. So since the door's open and all, can I go now? Name's Raul. Raul Alfonso Tejada.
You are
I'm
Hispanic.
the mechanic around here.
Actually Mexican because... Or Latin American, I should say.
Probably because it used to be Miguel's. Whoever he was. How about if you let me go, huh, boss? No. No, boss. I'm a prisoner of the crazy super mutant with the wig and the glasses. I was kind of hoping you were here to set me free. But maybe I'm not a pretty enough damsel for that. Huh? Sure, boss. I'd be happy to prolong my captivity and psychological abuse to tighten some lug nuts for you.
Okay, this guy's hilarious. How many of those did I pick up? Ooh. I can use that.
Back again? Can I go this time, or do you have something else in mind? You forget about me already, boss? You sure you didn't take a blow to the head or something? My name is Raul Alfonso Tejada. Alrighty then. I'll just head out, alone, by myself, into the dangerous waste.
Are you getting at something?
Sorry, boss, but as much as I like to risk getting killed by your side, you seem to already have some help. Sorry, boss.
Yeah.
Sure, boss. What do you want to know? Name's Raul. Raul Alfonso Tejada.
Mechanic. Okay.
Sure. You forget...
Good grief.
Boss, usually when somebody gives you a name and nothing else, it's because that's all they want to give you. I'm an open book, boss. Granted, the book's in Spanish and some of the pages have fallen out, but I'm an open book.
Called it.
Old enough to know better, boss. Old enough to know better.
Oh, good grief.
Anything you say, boss.
You.
What's up?
Guess what we're doing again?
What? Back to the...
You.
Oh, it's you. You need something repaired or something? Anything's better than staying here. Let's go.
Yay! I got you all. Yeah, with that, we are out of here. But yeah, I got all the companions for this game. Ugh. Ah, darn it. At least I know where it is. Roughly around here, it looks like. Yeehaw. Ooh, excuse me. Alrighty, so with that in mind, let's see. Alright, well, since we're out here, come over here, dude. Let's talk. Might as well get some
If we run, we might still catch Benny. Well, you might. I'll just be wheezing along behind you.
Huh.
Sure, boss. What do you want to know? I'm not much use besides being a portable encyclopedia, really. I guess you could use me as a pack Brahmin, but my knees aren't so good anymore. That's nice of you to say, boss. But I'm an old man. Not much use to anybody anymore. Time was. I was a pretty good shot with a pistol. I guess I'm still half decent. These old bones aren't much use in hand-to-hand fighting, though. I can also do maintenance work on your stuff. I don't have the supplies for a real repair job, but I can keep your gear working longer. Yeah, maybe you can introduce them to me, if we find them, because I've never met one.
Okay.
I'm an open book, boss. I was born just outside Mexico City. My family had a little ranch there.
Cool.
I'm a...
Alright.
You never heard of Petro Chico? Un amigo de Poseidon Energy. Of course not. They were an oil company in Mexico back before the war. I'm an open...
So how in the hell did you end up on Black Mountain?
Well, boss, when a giant, insane super mutant asks you to stay put, you do what you're told. Well, maybe you don't. But I'm just a broke-down old man. It's stupid, boss. I used to listen to the radio broadcast, just to pass the time. Well, one day the signal stopped, so I figured I'd try to find a transmitter. I'm a pretty good repairman. Or I was before my eyes started to go. Anyway, I found Black Mountain and offered my services. But Tabitha decided I was useful enough to keep around. Permanently. I'm an open... Anything to hold your attention, boss. Questions, boss? You mean you don't know everything there is to know already? Just how old do you think I am, boss? Because I can pretty much guarantee I'm older than that. Let me tell you a story from before the Great War. Everybody knew Robert House. He was a genius, a superstar. Founded Raul at 22. Dated Hollywood starlets, the works. They say he saved Las Vegas. I was in Mexico City when the bombs dropped. Even from there, we could see House's defensive rockets shooting down the incoming missiles. Everybody assumed he died in the war. Maybe he did. But his robots are still out there roaming the waste. And now, a Mr. House rules New Vegas. I remember there were some weird stories about him, especially near the end. There was a tell-all in El Periódico de las Aburridas by a starlet House dated. She said they never, don't make me spell it out, boss. Anyway, she said all he wanted to do was scan her brain and make her dress up in different outfits.
It is a bit gross, but it is interesting.
It was quite the scandal, at least in the Latin American tabloid journalism market. Maybe not. Maybe the new guy is just a clever raider chief with knowledge of history. Maybe he just left instructions for his robots to carry out in his name.
It's the same
Or maybe Robert House uploaded his brain pattern into a computer and rules to this day a godless, soulless machine god. Maybe the whole thing's a crazy coincidence. Who knows? You're a veritable geyser of curiosity, boss. Benny, huh? Sorry, boss. Doesn't ring a bell. Then again, my brain isn't as sharp as it used to be. You're a very... They're all right, I suppose. Had a bit of tough going there at the beginning. You know their first town was nearly wiped out by raiders. Anyway, they got their good points and their bad. Just like a lot of the old governments from before the war.
Yeah, I believe that.
You're a...
Yeah.
I don't really have a problem with them. People around here tend to see them as invading marauders planning to burn and pillage the countryside. But I've been to Arizona, boss. Before the Legion, it was a nasty place. So thick with raiders you couldn't trade with a town 2 miles up the road. Caesar's laws aren't nice, and their actions aren't always pretty. But then neither am I. But you keep me around. You're a veritable geyser of curiosity, boss. It's big, it's bright, and it's one of the biggest cities still left from before the war. Well, mostly anyway. Used to be just a curiosity. The buildings were pre-war, but it's just as full of raiders and barbarian tribes as any place else. Then Mr. House took over, got the power turned back on, and got the tribes reformed into something civilized. And now they run his casinos for him. Question? Anything to hold your attention, boss.
Let's see.
Good call. I mean, if that's what you really want, boss. Hey, as long as you're not asking me to go back to Black Mountain, I'm a happy old man.
Alright. Yay, I got all the followers. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna disappear into this place. And then we'll go from there in the next episode. That's it. I'll see you guys later. Unoraptormon signing out.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
Yeah.